What's good, YouTube? Rishi here, and we're back with another video. My bad. I don't know if it's been a little minute. I low-key haven't checked like the last time I even uploaded and everything. But we're here with the video today. You know what I mean? So what today's video is gonna be about, and I recently thought of this because I also haven't uploaded, and I don't know when I uploaded, but I recently thought of this video, and what helped me think of making this video was a new year coming, you know what I mean, and the year also coming to an end, because that's how it works. But the main reason why I decided to record this is to basically give a deep reflection of my 2025 and a good summary. And what those summaries are going to be about is going to be split into 3 parts. Now, I promise, and I'll try not to keep the video too long, because I don't know, but some things may it may be a little deep talk for one of them. I really don't know. It just depends where it goes. But where what the 3 parts are gonna be is, first, a very good deep one, what I've learned. Second, my strengths. And then third, which I feel like is important and what we should all peep into or really think about, my weaknesses, our weaknesses. And the reason why I decided on those 3 points is because I feel like what I've learned, it reminds you what what knowledge you've gained, what experiences you have now applied to your life, and how you can use your learning with time to come. Strengths, just what helped me stay focused, helped me stay in that path, and to use that as time to come. Weaknesses being just what what kept me away from that path and what kept me not locked in, you feel me, bro? So yeah, man, I'm basically just gonna explain to you guys about that, and I just hope and pray that you guys can relate, or just use some reflecting upon yourself before this this new year comes, because it's a lot ahead of us, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and let's get to the first part, what I've learned. So what I have learned in the big 2025. Now, what I'm say my answer is actually gonna be a Bible verse. As you guys know, in the channel, I've been, open about, my faith and trying to grow that faith. So what I've learned in 2025 is Proverbs 3:5. And I put the verse at the end of the video to, so you guys can read it and all that. And also, I just don't want to say too much, but also hope it helps. I mean, it's a very good verse, and I'm gonna basically explain why. So in the verse, it talks about trusting in the Lord with all your understanding, and I think not leaning on your own knowledge or your own doing. And when I first read it, it kind of hit me. You know what I mean, it kind of convicted me. It kind of contradicted me, and I was just kind of like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? Don't lean on my own doing, lean on my own understanding." And a part of me was kind of just like, I'm always all I had. You know what I mean? Because your boy been through some things, and open up a little bit is just like, how do I say, I've always kind of just did things my own. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I pushed friends away just to lock in, or even pushed, possible relationships with females, you know what I mean, with women, away just to, again, go and do my own. And what else could I say? I've always just kind of, did things my own way and on my own. But, more and more I tried to, and the more and more I've done it, I was like, I was just like, I'm still failing. I kept failing. You know what I mean? And those times I would fail, it would just like make me, instead of proving myself as I'm, doing it myself, it would just make me, hate myself, go down on myself and just truly like let all these like negatives in here, bro, just take over. And it's crazy as I knew that was happening, as I knew, that would happen, I would still, lean on my own doing, lean on my own knowledge. I would feed into those thoughts. I was feed into, those negative vibes, negative energy, negative anything, you know what I mean? I would still feed on it, on my own knowledge, on my own doing. And, going back to that first part, I said, trusting in the Lord with all your understanding. That's where, when I decided to, take my faith a little step closer, that's when that trust in your Lord part really clicked me. And that basically meaning that, like the Lord got you. The Lord got me. The Lord got you, like I just said, you know what I mean? And, trust in the Lord is more than just trust. It's believing in in him for providing for you, in him to love you, in him to guide you, in him to turn the light on in the dark, you know what I mean? It's trusting in the Lord. So, to basically say why, and why it's my answer of what I've learned is because I've learned that doing it on my own, it's always done me wrong. It's always done me dirty. And it's crazy because it's myself, it's me, But trusting the Lord, taking the Lord serious has shown me purpose, has shown me truth, has shown me light. You know what I mean? And as somebody who low-key has been, seeking, something, or just, needs, I need my heart filled, bro. I see that trust in the Lord is the way, is the truth. And I just hope that can apply to you or whoever is watching this, you know what I mean? That, you may open your heart to the Lord, trust him, and, just let the big man do what the big man do. So sum it up again. That's what I've learned. I mean, I can't do it on my own, and every time I try to do it on my own, I fail. But the moment I trust the Lord, and the moment I understand why I trust in him, you feel me? Now, time to get into now for my strengths. My strengths of 2025. What could that be? Now, I'm not very too sure, so I'm gonna just kind of say what I feel like, was best. It was my strengths and all that. But I honestly say my strengths of 2025 was definitely like the power of like knowing. Now, my first part, and saying like what I've learned and just trusting in the Lord, I would definitely say that, trusting in the Lord, like low-key blessed me with superpowers. Like, I don't want that to sound crazy, bro, but it's true, bro. It basically blessed me with superpowers. And that superpower basically being like the power of knowing, you know what I mean? So what I mean by knowing is just kind of like, understanding like my surrounding, understanding people, but just also understanding people's thoughts and how the surroundings can like, get to them, or just see how they affect their emotions through their face, through their body movement and all that, or just, like situations. And honestly, like, as I have trusted in the Lord, and, I don't want to sound crazy, but before, I decided to take my faith, take my faith a step closer. Like, I've always kind of felt like I've had that, like, that knowledge of just understanding situations. And I could use that for so many examples of 2025, just with, going to parties, hanging out with certain people, school, sports. And I can honestly, say and share to you guys that, through the trust in the Lord, that just being like a powerful add-on, and, a strength of minds, which I could really say is, like just knowing is like, it's truly helpful. You know what I mean? It truly does help, and it definitely has helped me out through the year. And I pray it helps me, for more of the time come. But I also pray that it may help you guys, and just truly understand what really be going, around not only yourself, but others in the world. Now, last but not least, last but not least, I feel like I kind of started every segment like, I don't know why, but I just did, bro. So, last but not least, my weaknesses. Now, weaknesses, being very important, you know what I mean? But I don't want to say weaknesses as in like, oh, it's so terrible, gosh, like, blah, blah, blah. My weaknesses. Honestly, I feel like I would say my weakness is, I realized what my weakness is in Big 25 is my mind, I've understand that, the mind and just what you truly feed it, what you truly allow it to create, what you truly allow it to think, can honestly just boom, skyrocket, boom, down to the ground. And that just like killing your mood, killing your vibe, killing, whatever you got going on for yourself, bro. And not only that part of my mind being like a weakness of mine, but the I say like the other part of my mind and what that weakness is low key. This may sound a bit different or a bit new, but I would say overdoing it, or like just, how do I say it? Like, I don't know how to really explain it, but I'm gonna just say overdoing it, and just like allowing my mind to overdo in certain situations that were just, you know what I mean, that were just like right there and good. Like, whether that's talking to a girl, or whether that's playing ball, or whether that's doing something little, and I just go or overdo it. So yeah, man, I definitely say my weaknesses, and like what I've like let myself go down on is just definitely my mind, and letting the negative thoughts and doings like just get to me and beat me. But also just the thoughts of like overdoing it, you know what I mean? And having those thoughts of overdoing it, lead to action of overdoing it, which have led to situations just, not sort of be what they are or be what they could have been. So yeah, man. I think that's gonna, cap it off for the vid. I just, if any part has helped you, or sort of just touches you in the heart and the mind, I pray it really helps. You know what I mean? I pray, the thing, what I've learned on, and trusting in the Lord, and I really, pray that opens your heart and all that, and it just, you just you just start improving in life. You know what I mean? You just start the new year relaxed, focused. You know what I mean? More locked in. But yeah, I think this is gonna be the end of the video. I just hope everybody has a happy new year. And start the year off strong. Start the year off right. And when those days come when you fall, I mean, just remember to pick yourself back up. It's been a good run for 2025, and my start of my YouTube channel, and shout out to all 150 subscribers. And I just, pray and hope more to come, man. This like YouTube John has really opened my heart, really opened me, and like y'all don't really know what it like. It truly has done for me, man. I think, yeah, just gonna cap it off. I think I said it's gonna cap it off like 3 times, but for real, it's time, man. Happy New Year's. You know what I mean? Pray you guys, just keep improving. And as always, man, stay strong, stay goated, and stay you. Mindo out. God bless truly, and let's take over.